what is Dr. MPS. We will finish with the welcome address and the doctor will share about the case. There will be a case history and to explain the case and the session. I would like.
It is very common. We see with fracture the hip or the arm or any, normally the wrist and other things. So these patients, once they fall, they feel that their mobility goes and then they don't get better, and their whole problem is they give up at the end, that they are getting, their future is in trouble. A year-old gentleman who was quite active, renal failure, and also asthmatic thing. So all the system, what is new in this kind of thing is, it's not that we operate on a 93-year-old or something, anybody could go operate, but you have to get them up, give the confidence that they are fine and they go home safe. That can be done only when you do it on the same day, if possible. I mean, we want to keep a standard where if you can operate on the same day, then they feel that they have not had a major injury, because they had in the morning and then they feel alright, I will get better and I can go home. Otherwise, what happens is normally with the home, it takes time to get better, to get them fitness. So we get the cardiologist and the anesthetist has to come, and all these people will get fitness. It takes 2-3 days. Most of the hospitals, if you see, they will get the first stabilize the thing, the patient fitness for the. So here, what we do is we don't wait, because these are all chronic diseases, chronic illnesses like cardiac failure or renal problem or any asthma or any COPD, the breathlessness. All this happens on a long time basis, chronic thing. So here, suddenly overnight we cannot make them alright, So we don't wait for them, we just want to do the best. So that's why I wanted my colleague anesthetists, who are very, very important in this, with their help and with our expertise and quick doing the surgery at a fast speed, we can get them out without much of a complication. Our aim is that we should make them walk the same day so that they feel they are not incapacitated, or they feel that they are going to be better. Once, if they feel that whatever surgery you do, whatever you do, looks good, it will not, they will not do well in life, at that stage of life. Because once they give up, it doesn't happen. So it is extremely painful. Things like that, whenever they move also, or going to the toilet, everything will be very, very painful. So, and the pain will put them down, further down in their recovery. This is the problem with the hip fractures, and these things happen. So we have to treat not things like the osteoporosis, where the bone is very soft. Okay, next slide. Very, very enterprising. Come Ashok. This is the anesthetist, and he did the anesthesia, and because of him, we could really operate. And Ashok is here. So it is just not only, even the other doctors are there, the cardiologist, the physician, and the other doctors, the duty doctor there. So it's a teamwork, not one person's thing. Now, you see, he is maybe 90 plus, but he doesn't worry about it. He is joking around, he is saying as if nothing happened to him. He's got slight pain because of the operated side, but otherwise he is confident that he wants to live now. And he will think that he doesn't require anybody's help. He will, at least he is able to do his own things. They wait for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Then once the patient gets a bed sore, or if you keep them in bed, then they don't get better, And because on the bed, they can have a lot of complications. Gets clotted or the chest.
Lovely gentleman. And I think I would start by saying with what Mark Twain has said, matter if you don't mind it. And I think he's a typical example of this gentleman, yoga master, if you're not right. Yeah? If you're not wrong. So he was practicing yoga till how positive we can be, and we can have a positive aging. Like he was doing yoga till last but 1 year, and I think unfortunately he had a massive, heart attack, and I think that made him a bit slow down. But I think still his spirits are quite high. So he had this fracture of his leg, and we came up with this operating thing. So basically with this elderly people, what everybody accepts is like, you have to be very careful with them. It's a sort of, geriatric anesthesia where we need to literally titrate what we are giving. So that's what we did. So more commonly what happens with them is, as he said, after the surgery, getting them back on their feet is the most important thing. Things which will stop that from happening. So we should, take extra care with those things. The commonest thing what happens with these people is like, they get confused. And it is normal for elderly fasting because they don't eat, they don't drink water because we fast for at least 6 hours, for safety purposes. So all these things will make them, sodium to go low, and that is one of the commonest things which happens in elderly. Extreme steps to prevent certain complications which will hamper his mobility. So again, his heart was, had a issue with his heart, and that was again taken care of with the help of cardiologist and other team. So I would say like it's a team effort, and that made him, get back here to be with us, and unless it's a teamwork, I think nothing works. Together we work. Thank you.
This one will hold it so that it doesn't sink down, and what happens is very soft, the screw will not hold. So this kind of method is very, very good, and innovation in orthopedics has taken another stage, it is much higher. Now, another important thing is it just takes only 25 minutes. The whole surgery took us 25 minutes from beginning till end. So that is important. If you wait 3-4 hours for a surgery, they lose blood, the anesthesia has to be extended, and the oxygenation, everything. So important is fast and without blood loss. And this kind of surgery we just control. We put the rod inside. So we don't open anything. We don't cut open the whole rod and everything bleeding. Nothing. We just make a small hole in the top and push the rod inside. With the X-ray control, we put the other cross, the screw. To tell in the press is so that everybody is aware. They don't have to think that the fracture means gone. Older days they used to think, somebody, my grandmother or my grandfather fell. He was kept in the thing with a traction, and that's it. They give up. Everybody gives up in the family. They say that's it. He's gone. Nowadays it's not like that. You can do any age, no bar at all. It all depends on the patient's real, outcome and how they.
The recovery used to be at least 70. That is an enhanced recovery. Because the recovery takes time. The patient dips. Now with the modern anesthetic techniques and modern surgical techniques, what is said like, so the patient doesn't have a dip. So we try to keep the patient's milieu interior, we call it, the interior of the body within the normal limits, so that he doesn't have a dip after the surgery. That's what makes us to make him walk the same day. So this includes both the surgical techniques and the anesthetic techniques which we modify. Actually, don't interfere with the patient's, it's a new concept. I think if you could understand that. Doing less means doesn't mean doing less. We're thinking more to do less. Hope I made some clarity to the point.
1991 to 2018. Yes, suddenly here, the night I wanted to see a movie. So I moved to the hall. Somehow I don't know what happened. I slipped over a chair and I was thrown off. And around. So I fell down with pain. My son and grandson, after 2-3 hours, came to me, took me and put me on the cart. After that, all these procedures were held and all that. And I am grateful. Immediately I was attended to. I had developed resilience. No problem.
Very good.
Okay.
please look sir.
இங்க பாருங்க தா.
அடடே நான் வெயிட் பண்ணு அப்படியே வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க.
3-year-old gentleman அவர் வந்து கீழே வீட்டில் விழுந்துட்டாரு. விழுந்தவுடனே ஹிப் ஃப்ராக்சர் ஆகிடுச்சு. ஹிப் வந்து காம்ப்ளிகேட்டட் ஃப்ராக்சர் ஆனவுடனே அவருக்கு மற்ற காம்ப்ளிகேஷன்ஸும் இருக்குது. லைக் ஹார்ட் ப்ராப்ளம், கிட்னி ப்ராப்ளம் அண்டு லங் ப்ராப்ளம் எல்லாம் இருந்தும் அவர் வந்து அதே நாளில் சேம் டே ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணி சேம் டே நடக்கவும் வச்சாச்சு. அது எப்படின்னாக்கா ஒரு டீம் ஒர்க்னால அனஸ்தட்டிக் டீம் பர்ஃபெக்டாக பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க அனஸ்தீசியா. அதே சமயத்தில் நாங்களும் சர்ஜரி வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக பண்ணி அந்த 20-25 நிமிஷத்துலேயே பிளட் லாஸ் இல்லாமல் ஒரு ராடை போட்டு அந்த மாதிரி ராட் போட்டங்காட்டி பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு இமீடியட்டாக நடக்க முடியும். அதுதான் மெயின் திங். காமிக்கிறது எதுனாலன்னா அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் நம்ம ஹையாக பண்ணாக்கா எல்லா ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்லையும் அந்த பேஷண்ட் யார் வந்தாலும் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து கரெக்டான ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் கொடுத்து வித்தவுட் காம்ப்ளிகேஷன் இல்லாமல் பண்ணாக்கா எல்லாரையும் காப்பாற்ற முடியும், அவங்களும் சந்தோஷமாக இருக்க முடியும், ஃப்யூச்சரும் நல்லா அவங்களுக்கு எந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வராமல் இருக்கிறதுக்காக அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுறோம்.